So I'm also live on Instagram.
Awesome. Hello, hello. Good afternoon, everyone. We're here a minute early today. So we've been waiting. We couldn't wait not to share this with you. I mean, we've been waiting. We've been waiting. We're more excited than you are. And here I am before I start going on with the topic and not let Brittany talk.
That's
I'm
not fair.
I'm going to start with introducing myself. My name is Noura Al Masri. I'm an enrolled agent and the founder of Noura's Books. I'm also known as the nonprofit CFO. And like every Friday, I'm here with my partner, Brittney C. And I will let her introduce herself.
Well, I'm not Nora, as you all know, but I am Brittney C. I am the founder of Write the Vision Plainly LLC, where I position grant writers, nonprofits, and businesses to win grants at conception or inception, whatever that looks like for you. You can win. What's not discussed is you can win grant funding in the first 1 to 3 years of your business, of your nonprofit, but you got to do it right. And that's what myself and Nora are always telling you guys. Start right so you can end right.
Awesome. Yes. So today, as you see, the topic is your nonprofit failing. We want you to assess and see for yourself if you are going to be or your organization going to be among those 30% of nonprofit who fail to exist after 10 years. This is a study happened in 2022. It says 30% of nonprofit fail to exist after 10 years. Why is that? 10 years. So, are you going to be among these nonprofit or are you going to save yourself? This is what we're going to be talking. We're going to share some statistics. We're going to be also giving you some tips on how to avoid being among the nonprofits because there would be a red lines um, that can tell you you might be one of these 30% who will fail to exist. So if you started your nonprofit to stay, if you started your nonprofit to serve, to create that impact, then I'm sure you want to have your nonprofit exist as at least as long as you are on this earth, maybe after you. So if you wanted to stay, you have to do it right. That's why we always tell you you have to do it right. And here's we're gonna actually answer your question. If you have any question, you can let us know in the comments, and we will be happy to answer your question. I'm going to also have our available money now registration on the screen just so to have it enough until we finish, so you guys can go ahead and register at nourasbooks.com/available money now. Go ahead and purchase your tickets to secure your spot before we run out of seating. So all right, so let's get into it. Go ahead, Brittany. You wanna start talk about that a little bit?
Oh, before I do, I was just gonna let my Instagram audience know what you just said about the link being in the description for our event available money now. I also pinned it to the comments, so it's the first link on here,
Okay.
and of course after this recording, Instagram, it will be in the description. But take advantage of this time now and go ahead and reserve your spot. Reserve it. Don't delay.
Yeah, I'm gonna
um
put it on my Instagram as well. So
and we're also on just before I hop into dive in our topic, we're also on Eventbrite. So if for whatever reason you shouldn't have had trouble finding us, but if you had trouble finding us, you can find us on Eventbrite as well with the same event, Available Money Now Mastermind. So again, guys, don't delay. Go ahead and reserve. Excuse me.
yeah, so Go ahead and reserve your ticket and make sure you purchase it. You put your money down, because if you do not do that, your spot is not going to be reserved. We're having some people just putting their name and phone number and email. That is not enough to secure your spot. So you want to make sure to reserve that. So we're gonna talk about, okay, how do you make sure your nonprofit is not one of those nonprofits who failed to exist um, before, I mean, after 10 years. So, how are you going to make sure to do that? You are going to make sure you are set right. You started right. Even if you already started, like you're in the middle of it, how are you taking care of your books? Are you actually making sure you have a good bookkeeping? Are you making sure you have donor base established? Are you making sure you are filing your taxes? Are you making sure you have staff? You have policy on and space to control the environment of your nonprofit, to make sure you are doing the right thing by the book, according to the IRS, according to the states, according to your local governments. You want to make sure you have all these in place. And yeah, I understand this is a lot of work and it needs investment, but this is what any business require. And yes, nonprofit is a business, and you must treat it as one in order to exist 10 years and more, and even 2 years, because I know you guys are suffering, and a lot of you are suffering because complaining that you do not have funding, but funding is not going to knock on your door. You have to go get it. But before you go get it, you want to make sure you are ready for it. You are set. You have the foundation to accept those donations. So, yeah, I mean, go ahead, Brittnei. So, since you're back,
I'm back.
yeah.
Sorry for temporarily leaving you guys. But no, that's an excellent point. And this is why we're telling you guys to be prepared. So right now in the US alone, there are 1.8 million nonprofit organizations that exist. But the question is, how many out of this 1.8 million are successful? And the number is actually a lot lower than you guys realize, because it's just like, oh, competition is high, 1.8 million, where am I? My dream bubble has bursted. I don't want to do nonprofits anymore. Here's where you should still continue to do nonprofit if this is the industry you want to get in. Only 9.2% are grant making. In other words, they have their donors and they receive grant funding. They are well known either around media or not, because a lot of because there are some that they're always on the news. They always have an event or gala that you can attend, like it's open to the public. There are some that are private, so they're only exclusive to their circle of people, and they're not as they're really big, but they're not as public as the public nonprofits. So in total, if you're wondering, like, okay, what's the math on this? So out of 1.8 million, there's roughly 165,000 grant making organizations right now. These are the ones that they have the secret sauce. They do it right. They have been doing what Nora and I have been telling you guys. Start from the beginning. Start right. Do the due diligence, and if you're missing something, go back to the problem where it was when you first started your nonprofit, where there might be, where it might be where in your formation or your 990. Take a look at those things that you started on building, and if those things are incorrect, take the time to correct those. Take the time to find out if you're doing it correctly before you submit it to the IRS, and then now you either have to start over or go through the process of losing your 990 status or be like losing your nonprofit because it's like nothing was done correct. So if you want to be amongst them, amongst the 165,000, this is what we're saying is what we're telling you. We in this industry, I'm telling you, we've seen it all. We have seen it all.
Yep. So I know like a lot of people are complaining like there's discrimination, there's so and so, but no, it's not about discrimination. It's not about you're not getting funding because you don't have out of luck. It's not because any of that. It's because you just did not do it right. You have to actually look at the there's it's not too late, never too late to go make things right. So you can go study what you've done, consult with professionals. We are happy to help you. We are here. You can always book a call with us. You can join us with Available Money Now. And in addition to what we're going to teach you, we're going to answer all the questions you have if it can be answered in that setting, because some answers needs like weeks, maybe months to answer. But if it's something that can be answered, like we can definitely help you. And if you just have someone who really knows and you don't want to work with us, that's fine. As long as you do it right, do it with someone who knows what they're doing, not just go to other nonprofit leaders who also struggling and not doing anything by the way they should do. They're not getting the results you're looking for, then they're not sure what they're doing. Because guys, in nonprofit words, unfortunately, there is a lot of misconceptions, there's a lot of myths, there's a lot of wrong information all over social media, all over anywhere, like even offline, like a lot of people talking, but they really don't know what they're talking about. They don't know what they're talking about. They hear something, they come say it. They don't really do it, have it through experience or education or any of that. We're coming with you to you today with those numbers, because these numbers going to help you actually comprehend what we've been telling you or we've been talking about. When I say donors, individual donations are essential for your nonprofit, I'm not kidding. If you watch my video yesterday, I started this series about like how to attract donations to you yesterday, and I'm going to continue next week with this series. The statistics say this is a report came this year. It is a study done in 2022. It says 64% of total giving comes from individual donors. I can say this again. 64% of total giving comes from individual donors. This is actually came from individual donors in 2022. Another thing, yeah. So like, why do you go look at something that when you are not ready? So I'm not telling you to leave grants alone, because I'm partnering with Brittnei because she does the grants, because grants are so important. And if you're good with individual donors and you're neglecting grants, you're missing a lot. You're missing this 20+%. So why? Actually, if you are getting the grants, not the grant, if you are doing your part and having your donor database, you're having individual donations, and just neglecting grant because you maybe don't want to do more work, I will tell you why. You have better chance of winning those grants than people who did not have successful individual donations, because you proved to the funder that you have actually proven track record, that you show that you were able to raise fund on your own, you were able to manage those, then they are more likely to give you. So you have better chance, right, Brittnei? Let me ask you.
Yes.
Yes. So don't neglect any part of it, but you have to start with that. And before that, you have the foundation. Your foundation, like we said. So don't neglect any of that, because all of it is important. It's not one piece, it's all the puzzle. To complete the picture, you really have to have each of these pieces and do it right, do it professionally, plan for it. And good news is it's not too late, because guess what? Guess what? The number is 30% of these donations comes on December. December. We're not in December yet, very close, but you can get prepared now. If you attend our mastermind, this is going to give you a lot of information in one sitting. So you are ready for December, for December. And actually 10% of total giving comes on the last 3 days of the year. So don't tell me I'm taking a break if you are running a nonprofit. You have no enjoy Christmas and New Year, of course, but you need to be working as well. You need to be working, but the work starts now, actually starts yesterday, but it's not too late. Start now if you did not start already, and make sure you are ready for December, for November as well. So people will get, I'm saying 30% on December, but you have the 70% throughout the year. So don't miss any of that. But you still have a chance to reach your goal if you have not reached your goal yet. So these are numbers. We did not come up with these numbers. These are numbers came just last year, 2022. So this year, basically, but the study. so you don't want to miss out on any of that. So make sure you are you set yourself up to success, and so you're not actually from that 30%, 70%, well, 30% who fail to exist.
You got it. You're doing great.
After 10 years. I get so excited. You can tell, guys, like this is a subject that I left my tax and accounting firm just to say this. Well, I still have it, but I'm focusing on this, while a lot of other tax professionals don't want to focus on nonprofit. But I'm so excited about this. I really want you to succeed. I really want you to create that impact, because I believe every one of you is so important. Every organization you created is so important, but you have the responsibility of making it successful.
That is true.
Yep.
And I will add this for what you said earlier about the 70%. This is why we say, or it said, grants are the last or next to last thing you should be doing, because that 70% 75 for the individual donors, that is the, if you want to be set apart, if you want to stand out, this is how you do it. Not by seeking grant funding first, because if you come to a knowledgeable grant consultant like myself or the many others out there, we're gonna ask you these questions. Okay, what have you done? Are you grant ready? What does that look like? So part of this is with our expertise, like Nora said, as well as the statistics from last year, 2022. So this is why we're letting you know, like, nonprofit and grant writing, and I say this all the time, it's essential to know how a nonprofit functions when you are writing grants. Yes, true. It is about the proposal. It is about writing the proposal, but it's also about getting to know your funder, your donor, as well as the functionality of a nonprofit. And that is what separates you from those that get funded and those that don't. Just a little golden nugget I put out there for you guys. I'll say this about the grant cycle, that it takes, this is why it takes 6 months approximately, and this is from grantseeking.com. It takes 6 months because the grant cycles run in thirds, so every quarter. And as you guys know, or maybe you don't know, maybe this is your first time seeing us, and for the first timers, we welcome you. But you guys know now in August, we are on the third quarter for the non-federal funding, or the non-federal funding, non-federal giving. And we're on the fourth quarter for federal funding and federal giving. So what does that mean? Time time is of the essence. And also for that end of the year funding in December that Nora mentioned, from that's when the donors give the most because they're trying to get out the old funding. So wouldn't that be nice for you to close out with your nonprofit, your business, with the funding that you've been wanting, because they're trying to get rid of it? Wouldn't you want to be like the first person there to tell that funder or that donor or that investor, hey, I'll take this money off your hands? Yes, that's what you want. You want to do that. So when we're crunching, doing these numbers, crunching this, letting you know about this is why. This is the reason right here. It's not, it is about running your nonprofit effectively. It is about applying for the grants in the first place, but it's also about how you do it. Knowing this data, knowing this information, understanding that um, a nonprofit a nonprofit can function just like a nonprofit can function with grants, just like a nonprofit can function with donors. But it's the readiness, the preparedness of it.
Yep. Yep. So guys, don't wait until too late. Actually, I've seen people telling me when I tell them, okay, I have the program, the coaching program to help you. They say, okay, when we get money, and it's been 2 3 years and they still did not get that money. Actually, that it's going worse for them, because you guys, if you think this way, you got it wrong. The right way to do it is actually to invest, then you get the money. You do not get the money without investing. You have to invest, you have to learn the right way. So you have to figure it out. I don't care how many times you say you want this organization to be successful. I would say it's not true if you're not taking the right action. I don't care how many times you say it. You have to feel it. If you feel it from inside you, then you would go ahead and make the action, and not only go join a program or go to our mastermind or join my coaching program or go to Brittnei, tell her get me grant ready. You don't only do that, you actually do the work, because no one's going to do the work for you. There is guidance, there is procedures, there's work, but if you do not collaborate with us and do the work you have to do, it's not going to get the result. You're not going to get the result, because this is when I know like you're serious or not. I don't care how many times you say I'm serious. I don't care how many times you post about your organization. I don't care how many times you cry about your organization. You are not serious unless you take the right action. Because
Not
I've
cry.
seen people, yeah, I've seen people actually going year after year just self-funding their organization, and then eventually they have to give up because they didn't go the right route. You shouldn't
Mm.
self-fund your organization. You have to invest. So put your money in the investment that's gonna generate money for you, so you can fund the organization from that money, not from your own pocket. Actually, you have to get paid if you are managing the organization from the organization. So get it right so you can survive, you can get your organization to the big level. No, it's not impossible to have a large organization like the large organization you see if you do it right. Maybe it doesn't happen overnight, but it does happen if that's what you want to do. But you have to do it right.
That's true. And you know, doing it right is what sets you apart, again, like I said, from those that are not. The ones that are not doing it right, they're not able to sustain, they're not inclusive of the 9.2% that are successful. They're on the outside looking in, wondering like what they did wrong and how can they, what should they have done in order to get in within the 9.2% tile. So instead of like wondering, trying to figure it out, not investing, doing the free route, not there's a lot of free sources, but eventually the time is going to come where you must invest in yourself.
Mhm.
So just, as professionals, we're just letting you know, when you invest in a program or in a coach that you trust to get you there, then you will get there. Of course, like Nora was saying, you have to apply the work, but you will get there with the effort. Because if you don't know anything, or you don't know that much about nonprofits, but now you want to run a nonprofit, it's nothing wrong with that. But a lot of times, depending on like who that person is, if they don't want you to know, or they know you don't know, then that's where it wouldn't be a good outcome, is what I'm saying. Because there are some people that know, but they're banking on you not knowing so they can put you in that pool or that circle of people not knowing.
Mhm.
And they'll tell you the wrong way just so they can keep getting the funding so you don't get any. So that's what we're saying. I'm not, I'm just letting you know what I've seen in this industry. Not naming names, but I'm just letting you know what I've seen. And I have another statistic for you guys. Churches, schools, and foundations dominate the nonprofit sector by almost 40% of the nonprofits in the United States. So out of the ones that are successful, 40% are churches, schools, and foundations that help those outside of that.
Mhm.
And 15% are classic social and business engagement organizations. So those for those of you guys who are in the like the justice, the social justice, maybe there's a law, maybe there was somebody wrong, and the law is saying, well, per the law it's this, and we can't really convict that person that I don't want to get canceled, but if this person committed a crime to unalive someone, and maybe according to the law they don't really go to jail, but with those with that 15% that are social justice, they're pushing that, making um not making a change to the law, but enforcing certain rights. Enforcing, like, okay, this person, yeah, they did the crime, but they shouldn't get away with that because of XYZ. So when you where there's different movements, where you see people trying to get justice for something or someone, these are what these 15% of organizations are about. This is what they support. And this also includes leagues like Little League and Chamber of Commerce. Also, fraternal organizations as well. So depending on your nonprofit and what you want to do, we're not saying that your nonprofit will never be successful. We're just telling you, if you want to be a part of the 165,000 plus, that 9.2%, this is how you get there. This is what they did. They did the work. They, if they were missing something, they didn't take too long to get what they were missing in order. So this, again, this is just what we're letting you guys know.
Yep. So yeah, so now it's easier than ever. You have everything online and some in-person stuff, but even you can get to your donors. You can do a lot of work while you're going online, doing so many things. So there's no excuses. Even if you have limited time, I know a lot of you doing this as on the side, just doing that in addition to your job, but you can still do it if you actually do the right thing. So to be more effective, like 1 to 2 hours actually a day, if you're doing the things that needed to be done to take you to the next level, you'll be able to hire help. Maybe if your goal is to focus 100% on your nonprofit instead of keep wishing and hoping that's going to happen one day. Then just do the right thing. Then you can slowly move and be 100% responsible for your nonprofit. Not 100. You need a team, but I mean funded or getting paid from your nonprofit instead of having another job on the side. But until then, you
Mhm.
can do the money generating activity or donation generating activity that's going to help you get there, and hire help until you are able to make the full move. So it is possible. It might take times, but with the right place, with actually help of professionals who knows how to do it, you're gonna get there faster. You might be able to figure it out after, but this might take you 10 plus years. Why waste all that time and maybe give up where you can just ask any professionals who knows how to do this in order to get there faster and cut your time to more than a half. Actually, this is a great space to be on right now, like online and everything available. You can see whose content, a lot of people creating content, whose content like resonate with you more. Who do you feel that you can trust to take you there where you want to go, and then go talk to them and have them help you. If you like to hear us and you like what we're doing, we're here to help you in both sides, like grants and setting your nonprofit correctly for success with individual donations. So we are here covering everything for you. But even if you do not like the way we talk or like the way we work, you have the internet actually to see who do you like. That's fine, as long as you are successful. We want you to be successful. So go ahead and do that if you want to actually grow your nonprofit. And I'm sure you can do it. You can do whatever actually you put your mind to, like whatever you say, I want to do that, and do the work to do that, you'll be able to achieve it no matter what. Just go to the shortcut. Like, don't waste time doing things that is not going to make a difference, and get it there. We cannot wait to see you all successful. We cannot wait to see you all creating that great impact in our beautiful earth. You can do it. Not every none of us can do it alone. We need all of us. So go ahead and do what you have to do, and we are waiting for you on the available money now. If this is something you want to consider, we would love to see you there. We would love to help you. We cannot wait. It's now it's less than 22 days until that event.
Yes.
So we cannot wait to see you there. Make sure you secure your spot now. Make sure you complete the tickets process. Like, so pay the money. Financing is still available. So you can go to that landing page. Actually, I think you have to go to the bottom of the page to get join now, and then you will fill the information, and then from there it's going to take you to the payments page. The payments page, you have two options. You can pay now, and you can pay just using your debit or credit card, or you can choose the option of pay later, and that will give you a financing option. This way you can just answer some questions very fast, like doesn't take more than 1 to 2 minutes, not more than that, maybe less. You answer those questions and they will give you some options on the payment plan, and you choose whatever works for you, and from there you can get your tickets, and that will save your spot. And we cannot wait to see you. If you have any question, make sure you contact us. You can have your questions here, like under our live videos, or you can just contact us through email, website, or DM us, whatever the way you want to contact us. Just go ahead and do it. We will make sure to get back to you, but we really want to see you there if you are ready to make a quick move. And actually, if you want to make a progress that you have not did for the last few years, you want to make a quick progress, this is the right thing for you to come to our available money now mastermind, because this is going to be very concise time. Like, you're going to get a lot of information. You get to ask us a lot of questions. You got both of us in the same room. boring all the information to you into you, and you just have to receive and take those knowledge and apply it to your nonprofit. And it's going to be practical, so it's going to be something you will be able to apply. It's not something that is not practical. We're not over the moon telling you to do something that is not going to work for you. And for my people on Instagram, you can see that comments, the link on the comments pinned on the top, available at norasbooks.com/available money now. Go ahead and get your ticket, and we cannot wait to see you in Houston, Texas on August 26th.
Yes. And to add on to what you were saying earlier, these strategies that we're telling you about, like including the data that we just shared with you on today, this is what you're going to learn in our mastermind and more. This is what you're going to learn and more. So it's going to pay for itself like 10 times, 20 times, 100 times over than what you would get at a mastermind. So by working with us, and if you made the decision you're dedicated already, you made the decision to say, yes, I want to go further. I want to get unstuck. This is something that I want to do or I need to do. Absolutely. And we would love to see you. We're going to be starting. It's going to be Saturday, August 26th at 10 a.m. to 3. We're going to be at the CAP Foundation of America. That address, and I do have it pinned on there for you, Instagram. And then it's right here on the screen too. 3949 Braxton Drive, Houston, Texas 77063, and it's on the West Park Tollway. So for those of you native here to Houston, you're just going to pass through the Galleria, and it's going to be, I want to say it's maybe 10 miles, maybe 15 from the Galleria on the right whenever you exit. I forgot the exit, but it's on, all I know is it's through passing the Galleria area, and it's on the West Park Tollway.
Awesome. So yeah, we can't wait to see you guys there. So come see us.
If you, I was gonna also say this: if you wanna work with us, or you know someone that wants to work with us, or whatever the case may be, you like our content, you like what you do, please like this video, share it, and leave a comment. That helps us.
Yes, yeah, share with anyone who might be interested in this content. Even if you do not have nonprofit, but you like to listen to us, share it with someone who has a nonprofit, so they can actually get the value. And we cannot wait. If you want support in any way, we also offer free consultations, so you can just book a call with us. You can say whatever calendar you book, like just say, I want to talk to you and Brittnei, or I want to talk to you and Noura, whatever calendar is, and we'll make sure, like, if we do not, we have that space in our calendar, we will be actually talking to you together. Otherwise, at least one of us will be with you and deliver the message, and we work together, so don't worry about it. So
oh yeah, definitely. If it's not me, it's her. If it's not her, it's me. And if it's not her, it's us.
yes. So this is us. So all right. So
that's what we have for you on today, guys. That's it.
all right. Have a great Friday. Have a great weekend. Make sure you get your ticket. Make sure you let people know about this event. And we pray that we can see you there, because we want you to get a result. We want you to get into that 30% donations happens in December, and the funding that happens at the end of the year. So we want to make sure you are winning in 2023. We still have time. All right. Have a great one.
Still have time. See you next time.